That's next.
It's bigger than a 300 game, more exciting than an overtime goal. It's Fanfare 95 going on now at your Ford dealer. It's time to save on Taurus. Now get 5.9% financing for up to 48 months or $2,000 cash back. It's the best deal of the year on the best-selling car in America. 5.9 financing of $2,000 on Taurus is sure to be a crowd favorite. But you have to hurry. The clock is winding down, so see your Northeast Ohio Ford dealer today. They're winning Ohio over.
You've read about their amazing will to win. You've read about their heart, their hustle. But seeing them in person is another story. Cavs basketball. You gotta be there.
You know, some things just improve with age. At Revco, it's our prices for senior citizens. If you're 60 or over, Revco invites you to join our Senior Shoppers VIP Club. That way, you'll save 10% on prescriptions and Revco brand products every day of the week. And on Wednesdays, you'll save 10% on everything in the store.
Revco, a friend for life.
With that kind of senior VIP treatment, why would you go anywhere else?
B10.
The new Ohio Lottery Bingo
I-29.
is just like the real game.
B2.
Except that ours is played on a ticket. Just scratch your caller numbers here and match them one at a time to your 4 cards here. Get 4 corners, a line, or an X and win up to 4 times on each ticket. So get yours today, because we put in enough fun
B9.
to fill a bingo hall.
Oh, 61.
On the next Home Improvement, Brad gets to host Tool Time with Tim.
They're doing a salute to doofuses.
But the spotlight on Brad leaves Randy in the dark.
We have the simple case of sibling rivalry.
What causes sibling rivalry?
Having more than one kid.
Can Tim fit in with the son that's left out?
You saying this thing needs more power? Let me open it up. I can't make this thing go faster.
Well, why don't we just save you the trouble and throw it up against the wall?
On Home Improvement, Monday night at 7 on Channel 43.
If you had to pick the most exciting game of the year, I bet you'd have a pretty hard time. After all, even if the Indians gave up the lead, they usually came back to win. So the tough assignment reviewing this season went to Tribe broadcasters Jack Corrigan and Mike Hegan.
I tell you what, Gib, if we were to try and highlight the season, it'd take us about 90 minutes. Maybe it'd take us all night. But it was a great year, a year that I think from the outset the team knew they had a real shot at winning.
I think they knew they were going to have a good shot at winning the division. I think the one thing that they didn't know, the one question mark was in the bullpen, Jack. They knew they had the offense. They didn't know who was going to come forward and be the closer. Tried all spring to get some closers. They had them all along, and that was Jose Mesa. And he really showed early in the year that good things were going to come.
And the Indians also showed the great flair for the dramatic with the way they rallied so often. The best weekend for me was that 3 consecutive days of rallying in the late innings against the Red Sox, particularly that Friday night game when they came and scored 6 runs in the 9th and went on and won and ended up having a good road trip that just carried to the home side of things.
Well, and it was this way all year, even on the road and at home. You know, they always came from behind. But I think if I were to go back and look at a pivotal point, it would be the first game of that series against the Chicago White Sox. Dave Winfield, who really didn't contribute a lot this year except his presence in the clubhouse and the bench, hit a big home run off Wilson Alvarez. The Indians come back to win the ball game, sweep the series, and for all purposes, the White Sox, who were supposed to be their biggest rival, were never heard from again.
And the Indians basically had the division crown wrapped up by the All-Star break. Still had great moments. I know it was a big thrill for Mike and me to be there when Eddie Murray hit his 3,000th hit and had a chance to talk to him afterwards. And the only bad part is we can't do the World Series game.
Well, but we'll be cheering just like everybody else. And I think we're going to see a lot of excitement in the playoffs. This is a club that could have really kind of laid down and taken it easy the second half. They didn't, and I don't think they're going to take it easy in the playoffs either.
That's right. The season doesn't end today. Hopefully not until October 29th.
You know, guys, we've seen a lot of great games this season, but I think Cleveland will always remember the night we clinched the Central Division title.
Oh, big night.
And these pictures say it all. The players congratulating each other on the field. The standing ovation from the fans. And Eddie Murray lending a hand in raising the championship banner over Jacobs Field.
September 8th, 1995 was pretty special. We haven't had anything that wonderful to celebrate for some time.
Ramona, there's some of us who can remember another championship team. 1948, the Cleveland Indians beat the Boston Braves to win the World Series. The last time we've been close to world champions since then was October 1954. In 1954, Dwight D. Eisenhower was in the White House. The mayor of Cleveland was Anthony J. Celebrezzi. Running the Cleveland Press with an iron fist was editor Louis B. Seltzer. And making headlines, the murder trial of Dr. Sam Shepard. The 1954 Cleveland Indians were also making headlines.
It was one of the finest put-together ball clubs and the finest bunch of players that I had the pleasure to play with. It was just an outstanding team.
Sam Dente was a utility infielder on a team powered by the bats of Larry Doby, Al Rosen, and Vic Wirtz. On the mound, Early Wynn, Bob Lemon, Mike Garcia, and Bob Feller.
He had a marvelous pitching staff.
Even so, sports writer Hal Lebovitz remembers the team wasn't great at first.
54 Indians, the team started very slow. There was so many problems at the beginning.
But manager Al Lopez made some changes, winning 111 games and leading the tribe to the World Series. Willie Mays was playing center field for the New York Giants in 1954, and he made a key catch in the top of the 8th inning of the first game, picking off a long fly ball hit by Vic Wirtz.
I catch the ball, I make a complete turn, and throw the ball back to second base, in which I'm very proud of that. More so than the catch. That was the ball game right there, because it could have been an inside park to home run. I'm sure that a lot of people that saw the ball club betted against with Cleveland, not against the Giants, with the Giants. So for us to win four straight was a tremendous defeat.
After all these years, Sam Dente says the 54 Indians didn't have the momentum to get it done.
We won the pennant too soon. We won it better than 2 weeks before the end, and we hit that pitch and everything went down, and it was sort of a letdown. And by the time we got to the series, we weren't as sharp as we ordinarily were.
Even though the Giants crushed the tribe's chances of a championship in 4 straight games, Hal still has fond memories of that 54 team.
Chemistry was marvelous, a real good bunch of guys, and we won 111 games, lost 44. You knew at every ball game somehow they're going to win.
I would bet my whole World Series check they wouldn't beat us, let alone beat us straight. But I still say to this point, if we played the first 2 games in Cleveland, we'd have won it hands down.
And in 1954, Mike Hargrove was 5 years old.
Dreaming about another World Series, maybe, right,
Yeah.
Jim? Thanks. Well, the Cleveland Indians of 1995 are going into this week's playoff series feeling pretty confident. At least that's what Ramona says.
Want to know how I know? Well, I got a chance to talk to some of the tribe's team leaders. And Sandy Alomar, for one, thinks this is their year. You'll hear from him and the rest of them when we come back.
It's bigger than a 500-mile race, more exciting than a heavyweight title fight. It's Fanfare 95 going on now at your Ford dealer. It's time to save on all Ford pickups, like Ford F-150, the best-selling truck in America 18 years running. Or Ranger, the top compact pickup for 8 straight years. F-150 and Ranger, the best 1-2 combination ever. The best-selling trucks, the best time of year to buy them. But time's running out, so get to the Truck Authority, your Northeast Ohio Ford dealer today. They're winning Ohio over.
Most of last season, they were black and blue. But that's when this team showed their true colors. And they're ready to show them again. Cavs basketball. You gotta be there.
With all the changes in healthcare these days, it's nice to know there's a healthcare provider you can depend on, your local Revco drugstore. We provide you with vital information about your prescription through our patient advisory leaflet. And we provide every Revco pharmacist with your prescription history through our prescription access link. Revco's here to help you. That's our promise, that's our pledge.
Revco, a friend for life.
With that kind of commitment, why would you go anywhere else?
Imagine an automobile engineered to such precise tolerances, it feels as if it were formed from a single piece of steel. Introducing the all-new 1996 Mercury Sable. The all-new Mercury Sable. Imagine something better.
Imagine yourself in a Mercury. We all know that Jim Thome is pretty hot with the bat right now, but did you know that baseball wasn't always his best sport?
Well, most of us don't know much about the players off the field. One exception to that, of course, is Romona.
Because I recently got a chance to get to know several of the tribe's team leaders, and as you'll see, they're a pretty different bunch who have one thing in common.
Up the middle, Alomar to Bayerga.
At the beginning of the season, the Indians had one weakness. The team needed a closer in the bullpen. This man was given the opportunity, and he's had one outstanding summer. You saw that? At home, little Jose Jr. thinks Dad is pretty outstanding, too. He put on quite a pitching show for me when I visited the Mesa's West Side home. I asked Jose about the excitement of being the Central Division champion.
You know, because we already made it to the Central Division champ, you know, but that's not enough, you know. If you just win the Central Division champion, you don't make it all the way, so I don't think you complain that you made it complete yourself, you know, so we got to be satisfied with yourself, you got to go all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Another player who wants to go all the way is third baseman Jim Thome.
I think we are looking forward to the World Series, but also, you know, like winning the division, that was one first step accomplishment, and, you know, there's two others to do. I think right now we're trying to wind down the season, stay healthy. In October, that's what Paul Molitor told me, you know, respect every day in October because it may not ever happen to you again, and cherish every moment.
Now, once I got pitcher Dennis Martinez to stop kidding around, he talked about how thankful he is for Cleveland's fans.
I want to tell the fans that I really appreciate what they have done for us because this was the big year after the strike. That was something that we saw how they come out from the first day, and we never expect that. As soon as we saw that, we felt like, wow, you know, we didn't ever expect this, so we're going to show and give these people back what they deserve.
Yeah.
They were hungry, they need a winning ball club, they win a championship, so we say, okay, let's do it for these people because they're showing us that they don't care about what happened last year, they just care about now.
Tribe catcher Sandy Alomar echoes Martinez's thoughts. He told me they're a team on a mission.
Every time we step into the playing field, we see the sold-out crowd, they all expect us to win. And it's not like 1990 or 91 that, you know, they just go to the game to have an entertainment, you know, just to waste a day. But now they know they have a team, and we know we're good, and we know that we can go out there and perform. So in our mind, I think we're going to go all the way.
Now, I just want to remind you that what you saw is only a sneak peek of some personal profiles of Jose Mesa and Jim Thome that I'm working on, and I'll have a unique look at these men off the field during the playoffs, so stay tuned to the 10 o'clock news.
It's interesting to get to know them a little bit more than just what we see on TV all the time.
They're definitely different.
Well, you know, we all have hope about the playoffs, but does this team really have what it takes to go all the way? Gib, you have seen a lot of winners and losers over the years. What do you think?
Well, Jack, I haven't seen all the Indians' failures since the '54 season, but I've seen most of them. I've seen hundreds of Tribe players from Agee to Zavella, most of them not too good. I've seen the front office trade pitchers for hitters and then trade hitters for pitchers. Cleveland baseball since 1959, their last year of contention, has been an unfortunate combination of poor decisions, a lack of financial foundation, and just plain bad luck. Cleveland's been the first stop for some very good players and the last stop for ones who used to be good. This baseball season should be called getting even. It's been the opposite of Murphy's Law. Whatever could go right, did go right. But these players, the manager, the owner deserve the 1995 season. Most of all, you fans deserve it. You've suffered the most. Next year is now.
It sounds like destiny.
I hope so.
You're optimistic, I can tell. We'll be back to wrap things up with a musical tribute to all of you Tribe fans out there.
Stay with us.
The Fantastic Tribe is brought to you by your Northeast Ohio Ford dealers, winning Ohio over. The Cleveland Cavaliers, you gotta be there. Revco, a friend for life. Your Lincoln Mercury dealers. And by the Ohio Lottery.
It's bigger than a hole-in-one. More exciting than a 2-minute drill. It's Fanfare 95 going on now at your Ford dealer. It's time to save on all Ford minivans. Now get $1,000 cash back on any front-wheel drive Winstar or any rear-wheel drive Aerostar. Getting to away games will never be easier with $1,000 cash back on any new Winstar or Aerostar. But this big deal ends soon, so get to your Northeast Ohio Ford dealer today. They're winning Ohio over.
You know, since this commercial started, about 7 people have won Ohio Lottery instant games. Make that 19. You see 3 people win instant games every second. It never stops. Just think, in the time it takes to zap this commercial, now surf a few channels, a good movie. Nice purse there. Check the weather and zap back. 45 or 50 more people have won, bringing our total for this 30-second commercial to 85, 87, 90.
There are a whole lot of folks.
93, 94, 95.
Imagine an automobile engineered to such precise tolerances, it feels as if it were formed from a single piece of steel. Introducing the all-new 1996 Mercury Sable. The all-new Mercury Sable. Imagine something better.
Imagine yourself in a
The summer of 1995 has been a great one for the Cleveland Indians, as we know, with 52 consecutive sellouts at Jacobs Field.
This season, there were 57 sellouts. Just 15 of the 72 home games had tickets available on game days. That number continues to grow with the playoffs starting Tuesday night.
And fan support here in Cleveland as well as around the country has been tremendous. So as we say goodnight, we offer a salute to the Tribe fans who helped make this season a memorable one.
Good night, everybody, and don't forget, go Tribe!
Go Tribe!
Woo!
Don't hit me with that.
Game. Who's got the great plays and all the biggest names? Who takes you to the ballpark for the games you want to see? Who's talking baseball? Channel 43. You watch the Tribe on 43. Nobody plays harder than the Tribe. Who gets you jumping with a long home run? Who's got the excitement? 43's the one. Who should you turn to when you want a front row seat? Who plays the home team? Channel 43. We play the Tribe on 43.
He's back. He looks good. And he's got a lot to talk about.
I'm thrilled that I get to go do this thing again. It's great.
Danny.
Weekdays at noon on Channel 43.